He's got probably the most unique voice I've heard in a very long time. Put your hands together for Mr. Alex Spear, everybody. Alex Spear.
Hello, most of America. Delightful to see you here today. You know, guys, people sometimes ask me whether or not my parents are happy that I'm doing this whole comedy thing. And yes, they're super proud. My mom always told me, Alex, you can be whatever you want to be when you grow up. An ugly doctor, an ugly lawyer, an ugly astrophysicist. My parents are actually the ones who got me into comic books. You know, I love them now, but as a kid, I hated them. And I think I knew that it was because if I would actually escape in that world, I would be dead on the spot. People would go like, oh, did you hear a giant robot is attacking Metropolis? Let's hope the fattest kid in class can outrun him. Alex has been trapped by Fanfear, Lord of the Dragons. Too bad he got that C+ in mythology. Can't pray to Thor for help. And then when I finally die, probably hilariously crushed between two things with a funny sound effect, Batman will be all mopey because I died in his watch, and his best friend Gordon would come up to him and say, Batman, it's not your fault. You're only one man. You're not a steady regimen of diet and exercise. Because I was smart. As a big nerd, I love putting up these fake fights in my head. Like, who would win? Like, Hulk or Superman? Gregor Samsa in cockroach form or Gregor Samsa in dolphin form? Batman or a lifetime of poor choices and clinical depression? Because, like, Batman has a batarang and a big car, but clinical depression make him too sick to use it. I like to also imagine what I would be if I could be anything in the world, you know, other than obviously two dinosaurs standing on each other's heads to make one big dinosaur to sneak into an R-rated movie. I think I'd be a man with giant bat wings. Yeah, then girls would finally like me. It's hard for me to meet people, because I think when you first get to know me, I come off a little weird and a little off-putting, but if you just get past that layer, you'll find I'm a very obnoxious person. And when you get past that layer, I'm passive-aggressive, and when you get past that layer, that's mostly your people's fault. And when you get past that layer, I have a job. When you get past that layer, sneaking into R-rated movies is not a job. And when you get past all those layers, there's a nice peanutty layer. And I don't know why people are so superficial they can't get past my first 12 layers to get to the real me. Guys, there's a Sox game going on right now, and I thought I'd just give you, you know, a little update while I'm antsing up to watch physical activity. So, a man is standing in some dirt. He is holding a bat. He is wondering what'll take him first, injury or old age. He's thinking back to all the mistakes he's made in his life and all the mistakes he will make in the future. And then he hits the ball and he feels really good about himself. All right, just to give you guys something. I get depressed a lot sometimes, and what I like to do is I like to pretend the negative emotions are like evil robots, like they're Decepticons. And I'm a good robot. I'm Optimus Prime. But it never ends like a good Transformers episode. It always ends with the Transformer just lying on the couch and seeing she's out of a can. Watching a really long marathon. In my spare time, though, I have a lot of spare time because of this, and I like to read up on dinosaurs. We think we know a lot about them, you know, because of all like the movies and podcasts that they do. We really don't. For example, did you know dinosaurs weren't afraid of going extinct? Mm-hmm. That's because the dinosaur's greatest fear is dying alone. But their second greatest fear? Piles of dead dinosaurs. And his third greatest fear? Running into a Jewish person in the workplace. So I'm again that they went extinct. I like to also like watch a lot of horror movies too. And there's only one creature from that really scares me, and that's the dancing jazz skeleton. Because it's the only creature these movies have not taught me how to fight. You know, Frankensteins use fire, werewolves use a silver bullet, but dancing jazz skeletons, you enter a room and they go like, we're playing our xylophones. Now, well, Charles, saying out of an open grave, you don't even know how to deal. You know the scariest thing about skeletons, guys? I'll tell you. There's one living inside me right now. So I love Twilight, guys. And my favorite thing about Twilight, I think the full-grown adults who complain about Twilight. Because, it's meant for 15-year-old girls. I don't go into the baby food aisle and go, mashed peas and carrots? Who the heck eats this? Guys, this is all hack material. And this is all a hack thing, and I apologize, stand up, and I apologize to all the hacks who came before me, but, guys, come on. Comedy is, I think, on the way out, and I think the new thing is stand-up tragedy. I'm the first stand-up tragedian. I don't want these laughs anymore, these hack-and-eyed laughs, I want the real thing. I want sobs, and I want tears. I've been working on this, guys. Here we go. An old man chokes on a chicken bone. His final thought is, I survived the war. This can't be what does me in. Yeah, let it out, guys, let it out. A little boy shoots up all the heroin in the world. A grandpa loses his grandpa license on the eve of his daughter's quinceañera. A goat eats the food stamps of the hungriest family in America. I can't take much more of this, guys. Before I go, guys, I just want to tell you something I'm really excited about. I have jury duty tomorrow, and oh my god, I don't know, guys, I've never been. I'm gonna go in there and be all like, and the judge is gonna be all like, and the judge is gonna go like, and I'm gonna be all like, and then he's gonna get the electric chair. All right, thank you very much, everyone.